So you're a content creator or a business owner and you want to reach more people. I get it. I want to reach more people too. In fact, I've been conducting a lot of research recently to help me figure out new ways to reach more people. And when I was doing this, I thought to myself, do you know who would love to hear this stuff too? You guys. So in today's video, I'm going to be sharing a few different ways that you can reach more people as a content creator or as an entrepreneur. This video is sponsored by SEMrush. More on them later. Okay, so these different tips are going to vary, but the first one we're going to talk about is to do with social media, because I'm willing to bet that a lot of you are using social media to try and reach your audience already. The thing I want to focus on right now though are trends on social media. We all know the impact that jumping on a trend at the right time can have to the performance of your content, especially those micro trends that usually start on TikTok, where if you jump on it, you might end up seeing this huge spike in your views and your reach, which is amazing, right? The problem is though, that whilst you might be reaching more people, you might be doing it using a trend that doesn't quite align with your brand, and therefore you're reaching people who aren't your target audience. And if you're going to reach loads of people who aren't your target audience, like what's really the point? Do you know what I mean? What I want to share with you are 2 resources that you can use to find a list of trends. Finding this list of trends will make it a lot easier for you to find the trends that align best with your brand, your personality, and your content. The first resource that I'm going to be using a lot more frequently, and I think you should use too, can be found inside TikTok's Creative Center. This is their trends page, and it basically contains a list of their most trending content on their platform. Everything from which songs are trending, to which creators are trending, to which hashtags are trending. So that is an amazing resource for you to use when you're trying to find trending topics on TikTok. If you're a YouTuber, there is a different news source that you might want to use. This one lives inside your analytics, and it's under your Insights tab. This resource basically uses YouTube's first-party data to provide you with a list of trending topics for you to use in your YouTube content. YouTube uses data from your existing audience to actually tell you what they're currently watching, which means that these trends are super likely to perform well for you and your channel. So I recommend you explore those resources when you're thinking about hopping on a social media trend to give your reach a bit of a spike. Now, if you want to take your content to the next level and really drive your reach, it's not enough just to jump on a trend every now and again, you know? You actually want to pay attention to the topics of all of your content, because the topics are going to be the biggest factor when it comes to how many people you're going to reach through your content. In order for you to do that, I'm going to talk to you about a tool called SEMrush. Now, we all know how frustrating it is when you spend loads of time trying to pick the best possible topics for your content, only for you to create that content and share it, and it's just like crickets, right? What you and I need is a tool which will allow you to eliminate that guesswork and actually use hard data to tell us which topics are going to perform well versus which aren't. That tool is SEMrush, and they are also the sponsors of today's video. Now, SEMrush prides itself on sharing the most relevant content topics for you so that you can always know what you should be creating next. You can type in a few keywords and instantly get served trending topics that your audience actually want to see. You can see on the screen how easy it is to use. You can literally type in a few keywords that are relevant to your brand, to your content. For me, it would be like social media news or social media tips. And SEMrush will scour the internet to provide a list of keywords, a list of content topics that are going to perform best for you based on what people are searching for. This will allow you to eliminate the guesswork and make data-driven decisions. And this is massively going to increase the likelihood of you creating content that's going to blow up, reach more people, and help you reach your goal. Now, I'm about to share some stats with you, which actually blew my mind. Over 10 million marketers use SEMrush, and 30% of Fortune 500 companies also use SEMrush for their marketing. If it's good enough for them, guys, it's good enough for us. So if you're ready to get rid of all the guesswork and actually create content that you know is going to perform well for you and reach a lot of people, you can try SEMrush for 14 days for free right now using my link. Head to trysemrush.com/Jade. I will, of course, also include the link in the description. All right, so another way that you can increase your reach as a content creator or as a business owner is by taking your reach into your own hands. I like to call this manual reach, because it's basically when you do something which will allow you to reach more people without having to rely on the algorithm gods. Right? You're taking your reach into your own hands. Let me give you a real life example of how myself and my team are actually doing this at the moment. So I have another brand called The Creator Project. That is the brand where my membership lives under, which is for creators and entrepreneurs. You should check it out if you haven't already. I feel like you'll love it. For that brand, we have an Instagram account, and we recently sat down to come up with ideas for us to increase our reach on that account. One of our ideas was to do something manual, take our reach into our own hands, and partner with another business who had a similar audience to ours. Now, this comes under manual reach in my mind, because it doesn't rely on the algorithm in order for us to reach more people. Instead, we are going to partner with another creator/brand, share each other's content, and that way we know we're going to reach more people because we'll be reaching each other's audience. The way in which that we're going to do this is we are going to do a giveaway where someone will win free access to my membership, The Collective, and we'll also win some free products from the partnering brand as well. And that way we can reach more people, but also offer one lucky member of our community and our audience a bunch of stuff for free. Another way that we've done this for the Creator Project, which really helped us get our first few thousand followers on Instagram, was to partner with other creators and invite them onto a live event that we hosted. So for example, we partnered with Modern Millie. I'm sure you guys already know of her, also known as Millie Adrian. We hosted a live Instagram training event with Millie, and in order for people to get free tickets to this event, they had to follow the Creator Project. This allowed us to welcome new people into our audience and also meant that we were reaching more people when we were sharing our content. So those are just two ideas of how you can do some manual reach and take your reach into your own hands. All right, so this next idea I'm calling IRL, which basically stands for in real life, in case you are not familiar. I wonder if that was like a common acronym before COVID, because I feel like it wasn't. But anyway, IRL is referring to you actually not being in front of a camera or a laptop and just being out there in the big wide world. You might be wondering how you leaving your home is going to help you extend your reach, and that would be a fair question. Basically, it comes down to where you're spending your time when you leave your home. More specifically, attending events and meeting other creators or people in your community. This could actually help you give your content a boost in real life in a multitude of ways. One way it could help you is by forming connections with people who you might want to partner with in the future. Another way is by simply meeting people, sharing your own social media channels, and therefore gaining a few extra followers or subscribers here or there. If you're a bigger business and you're really interested in this mechanic, then you might want to take it one step further and actually explore sponsoring IRL events. So this basically involves you spending a certain amount of money to become a partner or a sponsor for an event, whether it's a conference or a brand trip or anything like that. And as part of your sponsorship, you'll get access to a bunch of different rights. These rights can include anything from your logo being present at the event, all the way through to you having your own pop-up booth where you could have QR codes so that people can find your social media channels and support you there, okay? That's obviously a bigger subject. That's actually like what I used to work in for years, event sponsorship. So if you want further information on that, let me know in the comments. I could do a whole video on it. I could probably do an entire course on it. But that's just another example of how you can use in real life connections to actually extend your reach. All right, my loves, those are just a few ways for you to reach more people based on my own ideation and my own research that I've been completing for my own brands recently. I hope you found it useful. Don't forget that you can try SEMrush for 14 days completely for free when you head to trysemrush.com/Jade. The link is also in my description. If you feel like hanging around, I recommend watching this video. It's all about my top content hacks. So if you are someone who is creating content as a way to promote your personal brand or your business, this is going to be a must watch for you. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I can't wait to see you in my next video.